Hey everybody, this is Julie from Soul Bridge Holistics, and today I want to talk about how to do numerology. So you already know the ephemeris. I did a video on how to find your life path, and you use the ephemeris, which tells you what planets were where, and then you Google whatever the data is that it gives you, and it will give you a fuller explanation. For example, if it says you had Pluto in the 4th house, or you had Mercury in the 6th house, and you look that up, Mercury in the 6th house, and it will spell out for you what that meant, where those planets were aligned at when you were born, at the point that you were born. Numerology does exactly the same thing, a little bit different, and it has a couple of different outcomes as far as the information they'll give you. But letters and numbers have power. So in numerology, the numbers go 1 through 9. 1 is the leading number, so that would be a person who is very much going to be a trendsetter or a leader. They don't like to follow other people, and so A, J, and S are the letters of names that would have number 1 characteristics. So a name like Alice or Shelley or Jenny would have number 1 characteristics as names. So I want to give you a website to go to, and I'll give you a picture of this up on the video. Numerology.astro-seek.com, and you can see it right there. I'm showing you what it looks like. That's the URL, so you go up into the address line at the top of your browser and type that in, and it will take you to a page where if you scroll down, you'll get the next image I'm showing you. I'm showing you what happens when you scroll down. The top of the page doesn't have a lot on it, but I can tell you, if you just Google numerology, most of them are going to charge you. They'll say, oh yeah, we'll do your chart. Send us your date of birth, your birth information, and we'll give that to you. We'll email you, and we'll charge you. They're going to make you put in a credit card number. So this one is free. It's not hard to use. When you scroll down, you'll see the window that I'm showing you right now. And the first thing it does is ask you to use their online calculator to calculate your life path number. So in numerology, 1's the leader, 2 is going to be not really a follower, but somebody who works well with others, sort of a second in command, like a vice principal or an assistant manager. Number 3 would be the one who is going to be like some sort of a character that turns things into group affairs, kind of a fun-loving sort of person. Then there's 4, I think that's like a worker bee. 5 is into freedom and change. 6, you have to look up all these with me. I don't remember them all. 7 is sort of introverted and keeps to themselves. 8 is a money manager. 9 is a humanitarian. And then 10, you have to, when you get double digits, for the most part, you recombine the double digits. So 1 and 0 is 1, and it goes back to number 1, with the exception of if you're a number 11 or 22 or 33, those are called master numbers. You don't reduce those. But anything else like 23 or 21 or 13, you would reduce that. 1 and 3 is 4. So sometimes you'll see when it's doing your life path number, it's calculating all these numbers and it keeps adding them and reducing them until it gets down to either a life master number or a single digit number. So my life path number, as far as I remember, was 6, and it was like healer, social worker, social advocate, something like that. This individual I did the number of, it was a 22. And that is a master number, so you'd have to look up what does the 22 life path number mean. You'd want to Google it for more information. Although when you scroll down on this, I think it does give more information. The next number, you'd have to hit the back button to go back to this. And by the way, you're going to want to be copying and pasting this information to another document so that you can save this life path numerology information it's giving you, because it's spelling out at that point of birth. You know how the ephemeris, you put in your location, your time of birth, and it tells you based on where your location is. This is based on the birth date and your name. So, and it's interesting because you'd use the name in 2 different ways. You can say here is my original name that I was born with, and then if for some reason you had a name change later in life, you do it again with that adjusted or changed name, and then it will show you, here's what your birth life path looks like, and then here's how it changed as a result of that name change. It put you onto a different path than you would have otherwise been on. I did my friends, and it turns out that the middle number didn't even change. That part of the life path stayed the same. So the numbers don't always change. Okay, so the birth number, which was, I guess, the birthday, like for example, if I'm born on the 20th and you're born on the 8th, someone else is born on the 17th, that number means something. And so that's the birth number. So you'd have to calculate that one and then go back. And there's name numerology. So in this case, that's the one where you put in whatever your birth name was. And then if your name was altered, like mine was altered by marriage, and I've kept that name ever since, put that name in. And you can see how from my birth name to the name I have now, how my life path changed as a result. The next one down is name numerology, what your name means. So it talks about your soul urge number and your personality number. And again, it's as easy as putting that in. And at this point, they're looking at vowels and consonants. So the vowels and consonants in your name mean something. That's why it's showing A and Z, because A is a vowel and Z is a consonant. So it would be looking at the difference in vibration. The vowels, A, E, I, O, U, and I think Y is included in that, is emotional undertones, emotional reactions, how a person reacts emotionally. And then all the consonants, they have numerological markers, like A, J, and S are number ones. If you have a lot of fives in your name, which would be like the letter E, let's see, I don't remember them all I've had, but I know E is a 5. S is 1, T, U, V, so W would be a 5. S, T, U, V, W, yeah, W would be a 5. Those would be people who love freedom and change. Okay, and the last one is your personal year. So if I put in the 4 digits of my year, and it comes down to a number, and again, it's going to be between 1 and 11, because 10 will go back to 1, but the number 11 would be a master number, or a 22 or a 33 if it can come out that way. So that is all that you need to do your numerology chart. It's all right there on that home page. Just make sure you scroll down a little bit till you see what my screenshot is showing. And I will give you a couple of examples about what it looks like when you put the information in. Let's see if I can look at it. Sorry, I'm going to be clicking around here because I took a bunch of screenshots before I started. So with the life path completed, this person's life path reduced from a 31 to a 3 and a 1, which was a 4. And then, let's see, they had a 3-cycle period, which reduced to a 3. Then they had a life path number. Let's see. Okay, so it's showing how they got that life path number. And it was based on the person's date of birth. The next one is, let's see, their birth number. And then it came up as just being the day that you were born. So I'm a 20, and that shows intuition. Makes a lot of sense. Then we have my brother, who's actually quite good with money management. Very soft-spoken guy, easygoing. It shows that his number, his birth number was for balance. And then my daughter, who's born on the 17th, shows capability. My other daughter, born on the 15th, her quality is courage. So I love that part. The ones that show your day, it's very special. Okay, what else do I have to show here? Your choices. So, okay, well, the choices is the main page. That's what I just named it. And let's see if there's anything else. I guess that's all I had to share today, but I will show you screenshots of what they look like for this individual. I'm not gonna show their name though, because that's just too personal. but I will show you an example of some of the charts completed. And go ahead and leave your comments below. Did this work for you? Did it surprise you? Are you happy that you figured out how to do it? Numerology is amazing. It's an amazing tool. It's very ancient. And it just goes to show you that in the beginning was the word. And the word is vibration, it's consonants and syllables, it's sound. And this is how sound translates when we're saying the numbers, when we're saying the consonants. All of those things as a vibration have meaning. And you locked into that vibration at the point where you were born. Okay, so like, share, subscribe. Click that link in the bottom where it says more information and buy me a coffee. All right, you guys, stay luminous and I'll see you again for the next video.